Hey Cancer, welcome to your January 2025 monthly reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started and jump straight in. Want to wish you a great year ahead. I also want to announce that I am still running a sale on my personal readings. All my personal readings at this time are 20% off. If you're interested in purchasing a reading or booking a reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. Let's take a look here. You did pull this South Node card. It says the past, and you also pulled this ground your light, let your soul shine here. Very interesting. And you also pulled the heart chakra. It says love here. Now, January could be a good month for you in regards to love and also in regards to relationships. I also just see you being able to be more receptive here as well, or feeling more open and receptive to love. If you're in a relationship, this looks well. If you're single, this looks good here as well. There is something though that I get here, and I'm going to pull your tarot cards. With this South Node card, the South Node deals with, it does deal with the past, but it deals with the internal. Right? It doesn't deal with the external world. It's more so the internal, the spiritual. And it's an energy of silence. Both the South Node and the North Node are pretty radical and extreme. But the South Node kind of has this loud silence. And then you also pulled this ground your light, let your soul shine. And I'm going to show you the image on this, but it's someone here meditating. And the South Node is about the connection here that I'm seeing is you really grounding your energy here this month. Spiritually, energetically, emotionally, vibrationally here. And going back to the roots of things here. So going back to your roots here. Or going deeper into more spiritual studies, or deepening your spirituality and your spiritual connection here to the divine here. You have the Sun card here for the overall energy. I like this. Sun card is an energy of happiness, but it's also a card of divinity. You can say love as well, enjoyment, joy, positivity. This looks good so far. Let's keep going. Yeah. And really one thing I'm seeing here based upon your oracle cards is that it's almost like you're coming back to your heart, to the core of things. The things that are the most important. And I see a lot of spiritual growth here this month here for you. Very interesting. Let's see here. All right. Yeah. And then, wow. Some of you here, Cancer, and I think I maybe got a similar theme like this in your last reading, that you are going through some type of bigger awakening here. And let's just say you're like, Austin, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not going through some type of awakening. I think your perception this month is going to shift in a big way here. The Hangman in the outcome represents conscious illumination, enlightenment, and the Sun card, like I said, is your overall energy, which is also a card of enlightenment, liberation, feeling free, feeling like you're not held back by anything from your past, and you're able to express yourself, be in your light, be in your truth here. And the Hangman being here in the outcome, I see by the end of the month things really shifting here for you in a big way. I think, well, before I jump into the tarot, I want to come back to the oracle cards, but I do see you here really transcending here your limits, especially when it comes to internal struggles that you have been dealing with or going through. But like I said, you did pull the South Node card, and it says the past here. Now the South Node, again, yes, it can deal with the past. It can deal with karma, but it also deals with, again, it's internal. It's going all the way back to the past of things and going back to the roots, and it deals with the internal, the spiritual, and it's more of a silent energy. That's why South Node energy or South Node placements have a lot to do with renunciating the external world and going just pure spiritual. Now, I'm not saying that's what you're doing here, but there is this energy here to where you kind of are going into that energy a bit here. Not saying that you're giving up all the material things here, but you're realizing the importance of the spiritual here. You pulled this ground your light here. It says let your soul shine here. And you can see like this is a really deep, meaningful read, I feel, here for you, Cancer. You can see the light in this person's body, and it's kind of reminding me of like the nervous system here, to where part of yourself, there's a bigger activation going on internally and spiritually, which I feel like it's going to shift things for you in a big way internally, emotionally and spiritually, which is going to help shift your perspective here and even lead to a bigger awakening here and show you things that you haven't seen before or experienced before here, but it's going to be in a good way. So there is this deeper sense of like this awareness and this understanding about yourself, about your origins, about your nature. And I think these things are really going to help transcend these limitations and obstacles here this month. And some of you may be like, Austin, what are you talking about? I'm telling you. You have this love card here. Like I said, it's the heart chakra. So I think right now what I'm seeing for you in January is your heart chakra being really lit up here. Like the just radiating like a green aura here. And the heart chakra is about love and relationships. And we're going to go into your reading. That's in your reading too. So that looks good, especially when it comes to cooperation and you receiving here, or learning here at least how to establish good connections and good relationships. But also when it comes to your own self-love, I'm seeing here. And the heart chakra also deals with abundance. It deals with being able to be open and receptive to the beautiful things of life, which that can be like money and all that type of stuff too. Beautiful material things. You have the Fool card here in the position of the good stuff. Like I said, the Fool card is all about transcending, breaking through limitation. And it's the cosmic egg, and it's breaking out of the shell of the egg, and you're awakening to even bigger realization here of what's possible. And that's where I see you almost having these deeper realizations about the possibilities, and also you really feeling inspired and feeling an urge to go beyond what you have done before and take new risk or take new chances here. You have the Two of Cups here in the position of the good stuff. So this looks good in regards to love and relationships here. And also, again, when it comes to yourself, just this spiritual connection, this deepening of awareness, which is really helping you ground and feel whole here. Also, you can see the caduceus here between the Two of Cups. That is symbolic of Kundalini. So some of you could be having this Kundalini awakening to where your passion for life could be really starting to like bubble up here, right? Could be really ignited. Because the Sun card being here for the overall energy, this is a month to where this is about your own happiness and doing the things that you love and celebrating the people that you have around you and being grateful for what it is that you have and having a good attitude and embracing the sun and embracing the light and embracing the positivity here. So this month looks really good for you. You have the Seven of Pentacles here in your current energy. Right now, what I see going on like in your energetic field currently, Seven of Pentacles is a card of, it deals with when we're really looking at our resources. We're looking at the developments of things. We're analyzing, okay, what can I do better? I'll keep this. What needs to change? I'll get rid of that. And let me focus on my own garden. Let me focus on my own things here that I have that I can invest into to grow. So that could be things related to your career, your work, family, your home life, your foundation here. I think you're really seeing here, how you could go about creating more. Right, it is a new year, so a lot of people are like reevaluating their goals and all that type of stuff here. You do have the Devil card here in your challenge, and then you have the Six of Wands as your advice. Yeah, the Devil card, again, with that South Node card being the spiritual aspect, right? Because the South Node deals with the internal, the North Node deals with the external, right? And then you pull this ground your light, let your soul shine. This is about spiritually anchoring yourself and rooting yourself in your being to be able to let that authenticity radiate out into the world here. And so the Devil card can talk about the material world. However, it's in the challenge. One thing that I'm seeing here, especially with the Sun card, is for some of you, maybe you have placed too much of a value on the external and material world. So maybe you're driven in regards to the material things or after the material things, or just made that your primary focus. But I really see here that you're kind of wanting to shift that narrative and really kind of come back to the self here, come back into, your own the spiritual energies of things and reconnect to that. I'm not saying you're going to totally not go after the things that you want and be successful, right? But I think there is this balance here that you're realizing that's important. Also, the Devil card is Capricorn. And right now it is Capricorn season pretty much throughout the whole month of January. So Capricorn's your opposite sign. So of course that's going to be the challenge for you, Cancer. And Capricorn deals with the ability to work long and hard on your goals and be dedicated to them, and having to embrace uncomfortability, or having to embrace the uncomfortable, right, to accomplish what it is that you want. And right now, work and discipline, like things could feel kind of tough, kind of hard. Like maybe there's certain restrictions or limitations here. One thing I'm seeing you here, Cancer, wanting, but has been a challenge, has been you want more discipline, right? You really want to like grab hold of things and make sure that things are, you know, that they're intact, that they have the right structures for things to be able to thrive here. Because ultimately your advice, being the Six of Wands, is you want more success. And your advice right now is saying, the Devil card says, I feel like Spirit's wanting you to, it's interesting, because the Six of Wands has a lot to do with the archetype of Mars, and Mars will retrograde back into your sign in Cancer. I think it's like January 3rd or something like that. And so at the beginning of the month. And so when Mars comes back into your sign, it's like Mars being in a sign is symbolic of stepping into your strength, your power, stepping into being a leader, defining things, getting decisive here and taking control, right? And defining your reality the way you want it to be, and stepping fully into your strength. And I feel like that's your advice here for the month, is like to lead by example, to step in your strength, to be confident in yourself, assert yourself here, go out into the world here and let your soul shine here, let your light shine here. Don't be afraid of the public, right? Allow yourself to be seen. Because one thing I'm seeing here is like you could maybe be holding yourself back a little bit. You have the Page of Pentacles here in the future position. So I feel there's an increase in money here for you in the month of January. Some of you could be getting a raise here as well in January. Also, if you're looking for employment, this could be employment here coming your way. I'm also picking up to, like this is you really wanting to be studious, right? The Page of Pentacles is about being studious, and it's about really putting in the work and the effort here to build on what it is that you have and what it is that you're creating here in your life. That's sort of in the earlier stages of development. And what I mean by that, this could be something like maybe you started a project 2 months ago, or maybe you started something, just anything really 3 weeks ago or 6 months ago or a year ago. But just depending on the time frame of when that thing is going to be accomplished or built, I feel like it's still in the earlier stages here with the Page of Pentacles. But this is you, I see here, really investing into it and working hard on it. You did pull the Hangman here in the outcome position, especially with the Sun card here. I'm telling you, there's some type of bigger spiritual awakening here that you're going to be going through in the month of January, to where the meaning of life is going to shift and change for you here. And I think you're going to be really seeing what's really the most important things, like when it comes to like your values and at the core level, the things that make you happy. And I think you'll realize too, some of these things that you thought were going to make you happy, or that you thought were making you happy, actually being things that are kind of superficial, and you could be kind of getting rid of them. You pulled the Lovers here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. Now, the Lovers with the Two of Cups here in the reading could be symbolic of, you know, what you're unaware of at this time is, if you're single, you could be finding a relationship here, discovering a relationship here in the month of January. It's going to be very important. This person is going to be part of your soul's evolution and soul growth here. You two are both going to be teaching one another lessons here. And this could be the same thing as well in regards to a relationship and partnership that you're in at this time, to where there's a lot of soul evolution or soul growth here happening, and both of you two evolving on very deep spiritual levels here. And it could be together if you're with someone. And when it comes to yourself, one thing that Spirit's wanting you to be aware of, that it's very important to own your truth and walk in your truth and be authentic here, and to devote yourself to the things that are the most important that you actually love, and not give your energy away to things that are a waste of time here. All right, let's clarify your reading here, Cancer. Actually, let's pull your oracle cards before we do that. You pull this Midhaven card, it says Pentacle. Yeah, the Midhaven is all about, it's where the 10th house is, right? So it's about your career. It deals with the public status. It's what's over, what's above, like what you're aspiring to, what you want to create, what you want to build, how you want to be remembered, legacy. It's the pinnacle of success, the heavens. And with this Fool card that's literally right beside it, I feel Spirit's really wanting you to take chances here in January and to not cap your possibilities here, but allow yourself to take more chances here. Because you got good luck here on your side. And again, the transcendence part, I'm kind of seeing this kind of rubber band effect to where you're kind of pulling back into like the spirit. Not when I say pulling back, it's not literally like you're going back, but you're like pulling this way, going back, connecting back to the spiritual roots of things, or deepening your spiritual roots, which is going to slingshot you forward, right, when it comes to radically changing your external world. You have this wilderness card. It says Untamed here. And I think that's that devil card in your challenge, right? The devil card is like when we can be restricting ourselves, or maybe there's certain things that are restricting us. The Six of Wands is free and goes on the adventure. So that's your advice is, now's your time to unshackle yourself from the chains that are binding you, whatever those things are. And you also pull this Moon card. It says Cycles here. So, and the moon is symbolic of change, right? The moon's always changing phases. I mean, you rule the moon here, so you're going through personal life changes, inner, emotional, and inner self changes here. Oh, whoops, let's see here. Clarify the Fool card here in the position of the good stuff. You pull the Seven of Cups. Yeah, Seven of Cups I'm hearing this is what dreams are made of. Dreams are made of. Seven of Cups is the power of the imagination, right? It's what you're desiring, options and choices, the possibilities here, and allowing yourself to dream big, go bigger. The nodes will shift. The nodes shift this month. They go into Virgo, Pisces. North node being in Pisces, south node being in Virgo. And Pisces that's going to trine you. So you're going to have this natural energy and natural alignment to North node. Radically leap into new things and change things in the external and overthrow the conventional ways you've been doing things. So these could be new dreams, new visions here that you're really feeling that spontaneous urge to leap into. Clarify the Sun card. You have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, I think this is you finding a deeper sense of enlightenment here. And you may be like, what are you talking about, Austin? The Eight of Cups is Saturn and Pisces, and we have Saturn and Pisces. Like I said, that North node is going to come in. It's going to activate that Saturn and Pisces with Neptune being there in Pisces. And the Eight of Cups is all about your own spiritual journey and vision quest in life, and where we have to tune into our own inner world, our own self, and connect spiritually and understand and become aware of who we really are. The Sun card at the core of our being, the source of our being. And once we find that, then we can, then we find that love and devotion and that consistent rhythm of happiness and joy, which we can bring to the external world. And that's what I see happening for you. Clarify the Two of Cups. You have the Queen of Cups. I'm also seeing you here this month get more love, support, and recognition. Also, I see people being generous toward you. I see you also being generous here as well. And like I said, this could be love, could be with the water sign. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. You have the Temperance card here. Yeah, right now, patience is a virtue for you. Both these cards are symbolic of patience. Seven of Pentacles says sometimes we have to endure. The results are going to take a little bit longer than we expected. But the Temperance says, well, while you're doing it, have fun. Have fun with what you're doing, right? Get into the creative flow of things. Understand that the Temperance says, now's your chance to really create things the way you want to create it. Patience is a virtue. Clarify the Devil card in the challenge. You have the Star card. Yeah, the Star card's all about pure freedom. The Star card's about bringing your own love, light, and truth to the collective, right? And bringing your gifts to the world and connecting. The Devil card, though, is not feeling free to do that. Or something here is restricting you and binding you from doing that. It could be yourself. It could be certain things. But with the Six of Wands, I feel Spirit's really wanting you to break free from whatever those shackles are. So that way you can really become who you really want to be in this lifetime with the Six of Wands. I think now is really a chance for you to lead by example and to set the standard this month, Cancer. Because the Devil card can be vices, and the Star card will be healing and the purging of vices. And the Six of Wands is a card of virtue, morality, dharma. Clarify the Page of Pentacles in the future. You have the Five of Cups. I also see you making improvements and overcoming emotional challenges and hurdles here as well, and being able to dissolve any type of emotional experiences that have kept you back or held you back. So I see improvements. I see a lot of improvements here when it comes to your inner world, your inner self, and your personal life here. Clarify the Hangman and the outcome. You have the Justice card. Yep, the Justice card is the cosmic scale of balance. It's the ripple effect of our actions and our energy that we put out into the field. And one thing that I'm seeing here is you reaping some good karma here and becoming enlightened, right? And it really changing the way you see life. The meaning of life is changing. Your perspective on things is changing. You're seeing things differently. This is a big awakening month here for you. Clarify the Six of Wands as your advice. You pull the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, Four of Pentacles says you have everything here that you need. The power is within your hands here. All you really have to do with the Six of Wands is just be it. Just step into it. Also, be proud of yourself. Your advice is to be proud of yourself, and I'm not saying to brag or anything, but I kind of feel like Spirit's wanting you to take pride in who you are and what you've achieved and what you're working toward, and allowing yourself to kind of be in that status of who you want to be, and not feeling like you're faking it or something. I know you hear like fake it till you make it. But it's not like that. It's more so like, it's like, for instance, you want to be a good business person, right? I don't know, it's just an example. You want to be someone who's successful in business? Well, you show up every day and you dress sharp instead of, being in your PJs. You get what I'm saying? It's like being that. Clarify the Lovers. You have the Tower here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of. Again, the Tower is sudden epiphanies. It's the change of the status quo. It's the shattering of the conventional. It's the ego dissolving and a new ego being built. But this time it's with the Lovers, which is that's of high moral values and high spiritual principles that are in sync and in alignment with the divine, and that are spiritual, not material. Right, that not just focused on material things. Does that make sense? So that's what I got for you, Cancer, in your reading. I'm gonna leave your reading here. I appreciate you for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. And yeah, the readings are on sale. They'll be on sale for a little bit longer, so don't miss that. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe. And if you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Otherwise, in that, Cancer, I'm wishing you the best, and I'll see you in your next video.